Making condensed milk from scratch is often thought of as a complicated process that requires a lot of time and effort. I used to think that too, until I discovered how simple it really is. The truth is, with just a few basic ingredients and some patience, you can create the sweet, creamy goodness at home. No more relying on store-bought cans. Today we are making two versions of sweetened condensed milk in just a few minutes. Making condensed milk at home is very easy. Into a teapot we are adding 2.5 cups of granulated sugar because we are making a decent batch of condensed milk. To this I am adding 1.5 cups of water. In our first recipe we are going to dissolve the sugar and create a beautiful simple syrup. The water that I added to the pot was hot water, and that is because it makes the process much faster. You want to get all the granules to dissolve. Once the sugar granules have dissolved, it should look nice, it should look clear, it should look glossy, and it means that the temperature would have come up to a decent temperature that is going to melt away our next ingredient. This is done. Turn off the stove and we are adding 4 cups of milk powder. This is full cream milk. And we're going to work our way and we are going to mix this into the simple syrup. Condensed milk is one of those things that is very easy to make, especially if you are making a recipe that requires condensed milk and you already have sugar and you already have milk. It makes no sense you buy the condensed milk because you already have it. You're saving on cash. Let's give it a gentle mix. It doesn't have to be nice and smooth. Eventually we will get there. Lumps are totally fine. From here you have 3 options. You could add this into a stand mixer using a whisk attachment and you want to whisk this for about 7 minutes. You can add it to a blender and you want to blend it for about 7 minutes. Or if you have a stick blender like I do, you just stick blender it for 2 minutes. Okay, so we have a nice smooth consistency and this is what you're looking for. It's a bit runny and we know the condensed milk that we have these days are very thin in the can. So how are we going to fix this? Mix out the air bubbles. And you want to place it in the refrigerator until it comes down to a just a bit chilled temperature and it's supposed to get nice and thick. After a few minutes, you have the most delicious homemade condensed milk and you can even add some vanilla to this. Next up, we are going to be making another delicious version of condensed milk and it reminds me so much of the sweet man condensed milk that we all used to love from Nestle's. If you don't have powder milk, this is an easier way for you to make it. It just takes a little bit longer, but it's more delicious. So we are going in with 3 cups of evaporated milk or 2 cans of evaporated milk. We are adding 1 cup of granulated sugar. Turn the heat on to medium. So we're going to mix this until it dissolves. Another easy way to do this is to add the milk hot. You want to leave this on number 4 or 5 on your stove. That's how low you want to go.
And if you are not using a non-stick pan, you want to make sure that you are cleaning the edges, just in case it burns. You don't want it to burn from the sides. And we're going to leave this to reduce by about 3/4, which should give us about 1 cup. This is where we are at 50 minutes on number 5, and as you can see, it's getting a nice condensed milk color, and it's beginning to coat the spoon, and that is what you want to see. I'm trying to get just about 1 cup, so I'm going to let this go for another 15 minutes before I turn it off. I'm going to be very honest to tell you that this version is my favorite. The flavors of the evaporated milk carries a much better flavor than the powder milk, but the powder milk is faster, especially if you want to make something like your punch or cream, etc. The faster version is the powder milk, because you just have to leave it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Once it begins to coat your spoon, then you want to turn it off. And we're going to place this in the refrigerator, and we're going to allow it to cool down.
After it has been cooled for 2 hours, this is the final product. Have you subscribed as yet? If you haven't subscribed, give the video a thumbs up or subscribe. Be sure to comment in the comment section. This helps me to grow my YouTube channel, and be sure to check out some more of my recipe videos. See you in another one of my recipe.